Let's be real. Life can be loud and chaotic, and people can be draining. But here's the truth: you do not have to respond to every situation, every comment, every opinion. Today, I want to give you some real life practical tips on how to be unbothered and how to protect your peace. One of the things that you have to learn is how to choose your battles wisely. Every person or every situation does not need your attention. You have to learn that sometimes no response is the best response. The next time someone tries to trigger you or push your buttons, ask yourself, does this thing really deserve my attention? Because I do this daily, especially being in the social media space. There are times when I see people leave comments, sometimes rude and distasteful. I must admit that there are days when I start typing back to, of course, let them have it. I've somehow been able to stop myself right at that point, and I'm like, is this person worth it? Are they worth my energy? Do I want to be associated with this person? Would I like to be remembered for going back and forth with this person on the internet? Nah, delete. If you ask yourself the question and the answer is no, then you walk away unbothered. The next thing you want to work on is your boundaries. It is impossible to be unbothered if you do not have solid boundaries. Boundaries are like invisible fences that you put up to protect your peace. When people are aware of where those lines are, then it makes it so much easier for you to stay centered. And also, if they know where the lines are and they choose not to respect and honor those boundaries, the fact that you know, then it's even better. Because if you know that this is a boundary, then instantly, the minute someone breaches those lines, you know exactly what to do. It's time to walk away. Shut it down, disconnect, end conversation. But the boundaries are really important. Learn that everyone is entitled to their opinion. It does not mean that you have to care. If it's one thing that social media taught me, is you will never be able to control another person's opinion. You'll post something so wholesome with 100 people having one perspective, and there comes that one person who hates themselves and hates their lives, and they decide, I'm going to project onto you today. You can't control that. What you can control, however, is how you respond to that. I mean, I'm all for you're entitled to your opinion, but I'm also for that's your business. What needs to matter most to you is how you see yourself, how God sees you, what you believe to be truth, what you desire, and how you see your situation. I cannot tell you how many times people have told me what would be better, or what I should have done, or what I shouldn't have done, or how I should have done what I did, and the way that I could have prevented doing what I did to do what they wanted to do. I've had a lot of that to go through, but over time, I realized that everyone is going to have an opinion. I know God has it to deal with daily. Like, it's cold, it's too cold. It's hot, it's too hot. It's dry, it's too dry. We need some rain. It's raining. Oh my God, it's too wet. I don't want to be. Human beings are always going to have an opinion. The quicker you learn that, the quicker you can move on to being unbothered. Having emotional control. Teach yourself how to pause. Before you get all up in your feelings and all up in your emotions to respond, take a pause. 9 out of 10 times after you've gone through your breathing exercises, you'll realize, okay, this isn't even worth it. So instead of jumping in, and I'm guilty of that, I have done that, I was like that. And then I realized at the end of the day, the only person being bothered or the only person being affected is me. Because if a person is a nasty individual, if that's just who they are, if they come and say something hoping to hurt you, hoping to get a reaction, and they did, then they're not going to feel bad. They accomplished what they came for. I learned some time ago that if a person can control your emotions, then they can control you. And so immediately I started thinking, yeah, that is right. Because every time I allowed someone to pull me out of character, they ruined my entire day. Sometimes 5, 6 hours, I'm still thinking about it, as opposed to breathe, chill out, eat something nice, go to the gym. And then chances are afterwards, you're like, wait, yeah, why was I even mad about that? Start limiting access. You do not owe everyone access to your energy. And if you find that you do have people that you did grant access before and is no longer serving you, it is also okay to revoke access. Your energy is yours to protect. Sometimes being unbothered is as simple as muting, unfollowing, not responding, blocking, not picking up that phone call, blocking temporarily until you want to have a conversation or until you feel like it is best to work through it. And it could even mean burning bridges. Because they'll tell you don't burn your bridges, but there are bridges that need to be burned to ensure that you never return to that place. Learn how to shift your focus to the things that you can control. So many times we get worked up, we panic, we have anxiety attacks over things that we have no control over. Practice asking yourself, is this something that I can fix? Is this something that I have control over? If you find that there's literally nothing you can do differently, if you cannot change it in this moment or the next, then worrying about the things that you cannot control is exactly what steals your peace. There's a Bible verse that says that worrying about something will not add a cubic foot. Worrying about something can change nothing. Worrying about something cannot add a day to your life, cannot add a minute. There's no way you can be unbothered when you're worrying about every single thing. Find your peace practices, whether it be prayer, meditation, working out, journaling, whatever that looks like for you. Build habits that keep you grounded. One of the things I recently started doing was coloring. So I have an adult coloring book, and you would be surprised how helpful just coloring is to keep you centered. You literally have no time to think about anything else. I have found myself caught in 3 hours of just coloring, making something beautiful. That could be something that you could try, or just whatever it is that keeps your mind focused, that brings you back to center. I have learned that inner peace is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it gets. To be unbothered does not mean that you're cold. It means that you're wise with your energy. Your peace is priceless. You cannot let just anyone or anything rob you of it. Thank you so much for meeting me in this space. I hope today's video helps you on your journey to being unbothered, to finding inner peace, and to grounding yourself. If you're listening in on Amazon, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or Audible, thank you for joining me. Do not forget to hit follow, leave a reply, and I'll meet you there. And if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and share with a friend. I do look forward to having you in the next one.